Merry Christmas, my great and spacious world. I don't know about you guys, but I'm spending my first Christmas after leaving the church, and it's a little more complicated than you think it would be. It's the time of the year that all your neighbors realize that you haven't been to church for a while, and even though no one gave you Christmas gifts any of the other years, this year all the Christmas gifts are coming at you. It's a nice thing to do neighbor gifts, and it's a lot of work and time, and so I'm gonna hope that their intentions are to be my friend and not to bring me back to church. Good luck to all of you who are trying to navigate those weird feelings that pop up when people start dropping by to share messages and give you gifts. Good luck. It's the weirdest thing ever. Another awkward thing that comes up this time of year is, what do we do with baby Jesus? I mean, baby Jesus, you were a big part of all of our Christmas traditions and what we loved about Christmas for so long. I went back and forth, guys. Like, on this hand, Jesus, I don't have anything wrong with him, but he has been like tied up in a lot of religious things that now give us a lot of conflict. Then on the other hand, I have taught my kids about Jesus for all these years. They still love him. He's a big part of Christmas. This is where I landed on baby Jesus, okay? I'm treating baby Jesus like Santa. And you know what? They're pretty similar. They both came in the night. They both bring gifts. They're both a huge part of Christmas. They're both actually pretty good figures to look up to, and they're kind, and they're nice to everyone, and they're giving. That's what I'm going to do with Jesus. My biggest concern for this Christmas was I just wanted it to be special and magical, even though it's not religiously centered anymore. I really have had to think about my family and our values and what each of us value individually and what we value doing together as a family. I tried to see if I could come up with new traditions that could be really special to us. So I'm going to tell you a few of the things that we're doing for Christmas. Some of them are things that we've done every Christmas. Some of them we're revamping, and others of them are new. So why am I telling you about all these family traditions? Is it because I think that you should incorporate these all into your lives, that you should be like full of a bunch of activities and do exactly what I do? No, don't do that. I'm just like encouraging you, if you're having a hard time finding some meaning in Christmas and you want to start some new traditions that aren't religiously centered, just start thinking, what do the members of your family value and what do you want to share together? And start some new traditions that will really bring the spirit of Christmas into your life and make it an enjoyable holiday for you. So the first thing we did was we set up our Christmas tree early. I read an article that said that Christmas trees make people happy, and I was like, I need some happiness right now. I've had a rough year. At the beginning of November, we put up our tree. Not this tree. This is not my Christmas tree. This is a baby tree. I did know that some people would have a hard time with my tree being up so early, so I told my kids, if anyone asks about our tree, you tell them it's a Thanksgiving tree, and it's not going to turn into a Christmas tree until December. And that worked out really well. I didn't get a lot of flack from people for having my tree up so early. The next thing we did was my kids love being creative and crafty. So I decided that we would participate in this craft fair. You Mormons all know you've been to a craft fair before. Mormons are great at crafting. They had a craft fair where they were asking for kid booths. I'm like, this is perfect. So my oldest, he made these 3D ornaments. Lots of really cute 3D ornaments. And then my daughter made, here we go. She made these bows. And then my other son, he printed these like 2-inch 3D blue dragons, and I can't show you one because he sold out. He sold out. He is like such a good little salesman. It was so fun to do these projects together and then spend time at the craft fair and watch my kids be like little entrepreneurs. It's something new that we hadn't done before, and I think my kids would like to do it again if we get the opportunity to do it again. It was a lot of fun doing that together. Okay, another thing that we like to do every year is our Christmas card. And so I decided to keep this tradition, and we went to my best friend's house, and she made this like really cool white box that we got to spend the day having fun and trying all these different things. We came up with this. How cute is that? Thank you so much, my friend, for spending the day with me. It was such a beautiful and special day to me making these Christmas cards. So next, during Christmas, we like to put this like special wrapped box under the tree with Christmas books in it. I had a mini panic attack when I opened this, guys, because last year when I was struggling with my faith, I went through and got rid of all of my secular books. So I opened this box and it's full of Jesus and nothing but Jesus. And I was like, ah! And then I was even like having a panic attack. I was like, what else do I buy? Like, I don't really love Santa that much either. If you don't have baby Jesus books and you don't have Santa books, what books do you have? I decided to go with my kids' favorite characters. It's like, we just did all like book characters that we read in other books. And we just got the Christmas versions of them. And there's so many. I mean, like, what kid doesn't love Clifford the Big Red Dog? Like, a hit. And Cars, like, I've got boys. Bob the Builder. Another thing that I really value is poetry. Because my grandpa, every Christmas, would memorize a poem and read it to us. And so we grew up with a lot of poetry. So I got the best Christmas poem ever written. I got a few versions of it the night before Christmas. This one's actually my favorite version. Look at what Santa is doing. He is smoking a pipe. And so it's great to, expose my kids to a lot of different ideas that I have sheltered them from for so long. Another one that exposed them to a new idea is this book, A Cup of Christmas Tea. So I used to always tell my kids that tea was bad. My opinions have changed, so I'm trying to expose them to different world ideas that we may support as a family. Like I said earlier, I'm not really a huge Santa fan either, although this year I've been much more a Santa fan than other years. So I did get some Santa books. I did keep a baby Jesus book because, like I said, I've got nothing against Jesus. I also got some books that were just winter themed. So like, not necessarily Christmassy, but wintry, and that really helped add some variety. This one is a funny one about this white dog, and you got to find him in all the snow pictures. He's so hard to find. There he is. He's right there. I did have a conflict, though, because look where I got this book. I got it at Deseret Industries, and I mean, look at that price. You can't beat that price. 50 cents for a book, and I'm buying a lot of books to replace. And I had a lot of conflict, like, is this a business I still want to support? It was a little triggering, but I guess I'll decide another day how I feel about that. Let's see what else. Oh, I love this book. So this is The Witch's Christmas, and in this book, the witch celebrates Christmas very different from other people. And you can even see how some people don't like the way she celebrates Christmas, and they kind of tease her. But it also shows that she doesn't let their opinions take away from the joy that she has at Christmas. And now that we're post-Mormons in a Mormon community, I think stories like this are going to become really important. And it's good to have narratives that will help us navigate that. Some other traditions that we haven't done yet that I'm really looking forward to is we like to cut snowflakes. We like to cut snowflakes. And we use coffee filters to do it. Coffee filters are great because they're round and they're already pretty thin paper. Cutting out snowflakes is very therapeutic and calming. I totally recommend it to everyone. Another creative thing that we like to do that we hope to do again this year is gingerbread houses. A hot glue gun is a must for the base because you don't want to be like getting angry. You don't want to be like yelling at each other and all upset because all the houses are falling apart. That like just causes a ton of frustration. If there's any way that you can take the frustration out of having fun, I'm like all for it. Hot glue gun your gingerbread house together. So thank you for joining me for this post-Mormon Christmas episode. I would love to hear from you guys. Comment below your traditions, maybe any triggers you're running into. Thanks for coming to my great and spacious world. Bye.